Alas, I think I'm getting old. Today, I sent a message who was good morning to all the feminine energies in my chain at 6:30 morning. It was a song, an old song. I'm a victim of his lies, which is a work of Saadettin Kaynak and probably sung by Sikimran, 50 or 60 years old. Aryan who opened their eyes on the first holiday day of the week had inevitably encountered with this nostalgia. This velvet voice, more than a quarter of a century later. To many of them, long-lived music had made scream, and the bird song on my phone had started chirping again with an intense reflex of excitement. I'm sure everyone's hearts are trembling. These words are expressions that don't exist in the literature of today's Generation Z, but I'm sure that in their period, even they will feel it in their bones and will be captured by the influence of the meaning. It is the fire of love that burns my soul, while your arms are wrapped around my neck. I couldn't bear people loving you. Even old love was expressed with such elegance and level. This observation doesn't contradict my admiration for nostalgia since my childhood. My thoughts on this subject have always been the same. However, I think the fact that I have started listening to these old works so much lately shows that I am getting older both physically and spiritually. In addition, perhaps it was the extraordinary storms and typhoons of my life, which I was nearing the end of and compiled into a book that pushed me to these old experiences. Those deceased people whose souls were hard years ago, who were wounded in their hearts every time and who were always tested with love, seem familiar to me now. For this reason, Mesnevi, of which I could only read 4 volumes and couldn't fit the remaining 4 volumes into my container, had came much heavier than I expected. As I learned that I would be tested most in life by the heart chakra. Centuries ago, I had saw how the heart bent and twisted with pain at every stop. He had expressed so elegantly that he fell and got up in mud, that he becomes clean after being the dirtiest, and that pure and true love cannot be reached without being roasted. I think halfway through the book, I had lost my strength, my breath got short, and I said I couldn't continue on my way. That's why the familiar feelings of lost souls who have gone through the same fires feel better to me these days. An old song, a classic book, the great loves of old great leaders, and the old city founded centuries ago, and millions of sad old stories that happened in it. These days, each of them wonders, what did I miss that those people were able to catch? Or which of them did we share the same feelings with after centuries? Yes, I think I am getting old. This is the truth of the matter. My admiration for the 2 old couples passing me on the street and holding each other's hand tightly now causes my eyes to fill with tears more quickly. I feel sadder than before when the kittens at the entrance of the apartment cling tightly to their mother's breasts and become a ball of love. In the most irrelevant place, what I hear is, it doesn't matter whether it's a piece of music or a melody, it can make my heart flutter faster than before. I went back to the beginning and read again these lines. which I wrote accompanied by slow music, many times to make sure that I had not written them in a melancholic and pessimistic mood. What I feel was just my soul changing form. Some might even call it growing up, others to revert to the original. Maybe I am at a new stage of my soul's evolution that I don't know about. As I said, I don't know. But I can say that a wonderful serenity prevails. It is very exciting to set out on the road as a beginner and enter a period where our emotion is fulfilled. Entering also both a new and final cycle and an universally new year is much more exciting than expected. I am looking forward to these beautiful days when I will invest in my maturity period with countless serious dreams. For the first time in this of my life, I promise myself that I will make decisions without neglecting the happiness of my soul, that I will use my words to understand and influence my emotions to the core, that I will never give up to grow, bloom, and spread in my essence, and that I won't be the flower of any land that doesn't bloom for me.